Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name's Emma. Beside me is my husband Ash and our children Minky, Dave, Cookie and Tiny Teabag. This is my identical twin sister Suze. We speak a lot about her and we vlog our daily lives here. Thank you for joining us. Morning. Gosh, there's so much to deal with, you know. I've just had a message from my brother Kev saying Mum's really down, she won't do anything. I mean, not that Mum can do much anyway, as you know, she's sort of bed bound, chair bound, but she's just apparently lost all joy of anything, and it's so hard with me living so in such a weird world at the moment for me to spread myself so thinly across everybody. Suze never wants me to leave her, and she's so delicate and vulnerable that I don't want to leave and something happen while I'm not there. But I also, you know, I was always seeing Mum before, and our family came up from down south yesterday and went to visit Mum after they'd come to see Suze, but Kev just said she was just really down. So it's really early in the morning, it's just gone 9 AM and Suze is settled enough for me to leave just for a little bit. So I've just jumped in the car and said I'll head to just go and check on Mum. I mean, what can I do, guys? What do you do in this situation when you're the youngest in the family and you feel like everything it's such an impossible situation to be able to stay and care for somebody that's been given such a short time, but also knowing that Mum is also very vulnerable, and what Mum was born in 44, I think, so she, you know, Mum's getting on a bit and vulnerable. You can't help but think how many people am I going to lose? And that's silly, isn't it? Because how naive. But until you get to a certain age, and then people do start dropping off their mortal coil, you just don't think about it until you go through it as a family, whether it's just of old age or whether it's of something else. Until it happens to you, you've really not thought about how you're going to handle it. And I'm the youngest of 4, and then there's Mum. And I've said it before, you know, if I'm lucky enough to live to a ripe old age and be the youngest, it could be that I lose everybody before me. Is it selfish to think that way because they're losing their lives? No, it's just that it's something that you think about, or it's something that I'm thinking about. It's my opinion. So yeah, I've nipped in the car. The storm and winds haven't hit York as yet. It is a little bit cloudy but sunshine, and it's wet though, so we've had a bit of rain. So I thought, well, it's nice, I'll just head out and just give mum a little cheer up. I wish I could do it more, but it's so frightening to leave Suze when she's in such a vulnerable position. Things can change so quickly with her. They can go from being quite upbeat, watching telly, getting herself out of bed to go to the loo, to you're thinking that that's going to be it. It can really change that quick. So let's go see if I can cheer mum up and see if she needs anything. This is mine and Susie's old secondary school. It's all new now though. I don't recognise a single thing about it. Let me just pull in here just to show you. Gosh, doesn't look anything like what it used to. It's like a big sports centre. And nothing else looks anything like it did. Wow. No. It's like it was all knocked down and rebuilt. Crazy. This all looks the same though, obviously. Little trips down memory lane. Yeah, it's been about a couple of days. The only thing that upset her yesterday is she tried to get up and then the nephrostomy night bag had come off and it was leaking because the tube comes out of a kidney out of her back. And it was the one that drains. The other one doesn't really drain a lot. And I was just down the corridor and one of the other patients' daughters called down the corridor and I just went, is she shouting Emma? And the nurses were like, I don't know. And then I heard it immediately again and she called me and I ran down and I fixed it. But she got upset and I was like, it's fine, I'll clean it all up and, you know. Can you mute that? Can you mute the telly? It's in my ear. Or turn it down. So yeah, it's not yeah, if you feel like you can't get out, Mum, it's all right. I'm with her. I'm not going anywhere.
No, darling. I just want to hear her voice.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? I have to get a black taxi.
Yeah. Well, I'll ask Joe.
Would you?
I could ask Joe.
Oh.
So if you feel like you can do it, I'll meet Joe here.
Brilliant.
She can drive.
Yeah.
We'll get you in the passenger seat and I'll follow you back.
Brilliant.
We can do that.
Yeah, that's great.
Do you want to do that?
Yes, please.
Okay. I'll give Jo a ring. She's Jo's a little bit down. I don't know if you've watched Jo's videos on YouTube. She's really down at the moment, but it's because I'm not there as well. And I try and touch base with her all the time, and I feel like I'm in a little limbo world of weirdness. You know, I'm not at home, I'm not working, I'm not. It's just weird. So I'll give Jo a ring. See if she's well enough. Because she'll be desperate to see Suze as well. She came up a couple of weeks ago. And even if Jo's poorly, I'm sure she'll let me. I'm insured on her vehicle, so I'm sure she'll let me drive it and get you in it.
That'd be great.
But I've also spoke to all the nurses, and they're fully equipped to help you if we get there and you need any help going to the toilet, Mum.
Great.
So that'll be fine. It's just organising the right day. But if we don't do it tomorrow with Auntie Val and Uncle Lou and everybody, and we just do it on a day where it's just me, you and Jo, or just me and you, that'll be better, won't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Well, that's something to look forward to then. But don't be down, Mum.
No.
Just...
Even if I don't get dressed.
You don't need to get dressed.
No.
If dressing stresses you out and it's an effort, who bloody cares? Me and Susie hardly get dressed at all.
Yeah.
we just sit in the room and pretend we're 5.
Yeah.
It really is that's all we do. Just sit in our 90s. And it's getting warmer. Stick a blanket on you, and as long as you're comfy in your chair.
That's it.
The nurses have got everything they needed to change you. Hoists, everything.
Oh.
So we don't need to worry about that. I'll get that organised then.
Thank you.
You don't have to be thank you, Mummy. Susie says thank you to me all the time, and I'm like, what are you saying thank you for? I don't need thanking for any of it.
When you're driving back, you drive through the common road. You just came to the place where I want to see and cut off.
Oh, when I did the video? Oh, right. Back into the village?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Past the golf club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did, yeah. I cut it off.
Yeah.
Well, the carers have just got here, so they're sorting Mum out. And I've just spoken to Jo on the phone. Jo's real life. She's feeling loads better, and she does perk up when I ring. I do need to try and ring people more and check in with people more. I think when you're so consumed in this life, though, it's really difficult to think outside of that bubble. But the carers are now helping Mum, clearing Mum up, and I will, once Mum's out, she told me to wait, I'll go and get back to Suze. Well, that's me all done at Mum and Kev's. Mum's alright, she's alright. She just finds it so hard to breathe with the emphysema and the COPD. It's just very, very hard for her even to get a few words out. The carers came, they seemed nice, quiet, but I suppose I was there, so they maybe didn't do as much talking. But Mum finds it hard to talk. Maybe they don't speak to her as much as they used to, or I don't know. Gosh, it's a weird one. It's a weird one, isn't it? But Kev's nipped out to get Mum a sandwich, and she wanted a salmon sandwich, and all the shop does is everything but a salmon sandwich. So he's going to get her something, but she told him nothing too dry. It's quite hard for her to eat like a dry sandwich. It needs to be something a bit wet. If they've got like an egg mayo or something like that, that would be perfect for Mum. Excuse me. So I'm going to head back to Sue's now. I hope Mum has a lovely day. I've cracked a window open for her to let a bit of a breeze in because it's so warm today. Might have to take my jumper off actually while I'm sat here before I drive back. What we're up to, 17 degrees, and it's only the morning still. There we go. There we go. Right, let's head back. See if Suze eating anything. I know they were ready to cook her a sausage sandwich when she was ready. I said I didn't want anything, but I had a little tiny bowl of porridge before I left. But Suze said she wanted a sausage sandwich at some point. So she has to take all the crusts off and doesn't eat a lot of the bread, but what she does eat, she does enjoy. Right, okay.
The pastry is nice and brown. Good. Right, now I think I deserve that.
Oh, really? I'm sorry. Well, don't stand there in the rain. Come on. All right. Come on, Mother. Come on. Not the dog. But it's pouring. Go on, into the garage. Oh. Come on, Merlin. Go into the garage. Go.
Heading up the west coast in the morning to find a place where no one knows our faces or our names. If we don't leave now, we might never make it out alive. Plans are changing, rearranging all the time. So come away with me, let's break free. We could fall asleep where the land and ocean meet. Wake up to the sounds of no one around. And as the sun comes up, the glow will show us where we need